Welcome to your first day of Baking Essentials 101. This is a 12-week course. This is a self-paced course. Go at your own pace. I know everyone has busy schedules, so don't feel like there's a rush to finish, okay? There's no rush to the finish line. Thank you to all of you that have already gotten your syllabus. I saw your comments. I'm so excited that you're excited. We're going to go ahead and go through our syllabus because we don't have long, okay? We don't have long. I think we're going to just go through the first 6 weeks first. And then after week 6, we'll go through the other 6 weeks. So week 1 is the introduction to baking. Okay, so we're going to do a course overview and expectations of what supplies and things you need for this class. We're going to go through the science of baking. And then, of course, we're going to bake each week. So be ready and prepared to bake a recipe that I will post on my blog each week. Okay, week 2 is all about flour and understanding ingredients. We're going to go through the types of flour and leavening agents. I saw there was questions about if we're going to do gluten-free. We're actually going to do a gluten-free recipe, so stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about fats, sugars, liquids, and what role they play in baking. Of course, we're going to bake that week. We're going to get into some buttermilk biscuits that week on week 2. Week 3 is all about mastering dough, okay? We're going to work with cookies. We're going to go through the basics of mixing cookies, different techniques, creaming versus folding versus rolling. And then, of course, we're going to bake some cookies, okay? Y'all may actually be tired of me baking cookies after the 12 weeks of cookies that I did for Christmas, but we're going to bake some more. And then week 4, we are getting into quick breads and muffins. I know somebody asked about muffins. We will do a muffin recipe on week 4. We're going to go through the muffin method. So mixing your batter without overworking your batter. We're going to go through different flavor add-ins. So fruits, nuts, spices, and how you can incorporate that into your different batters. And then we're going to make some banana bread. I know there's a million recipes out there, but what's one more? Week 5, we are getting into pies and tarts. I saw some questions about pie crust. Y'all, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I have a really good pie crust. Not gonna toot my own horn, but I feel like my pie crust recipe is really good. But we're going to talk about store-bought pie crust as well, okay? So we're going to get into the art of a flaky pie crust, and then we're going to get into some different filling techniques, sweet versus savory. Then, of course, we're going to bake, okay? We're going to get into a fruit pie, and then we're going to do a galette, which is kind of like an open-faced pie. I call it the rustic pie. It's simple and easy. It's definitely beginner-friendly. So if you have no experience with pies, the galette is what you want to make. And then week 6 is actually spring break. I planned on having some guest lectures during that time, but I want you guys to definitely have the opportunity to learn from others because I don't know everything. We have some amazing bakers out there that specialize in certain areas, and I want to give them the opportunity to shine at what they do as well. So we're going to have them come and bake something with you guys as well. That's the first 6 weeks of this course. As you can see, it is jam-packed. But before we go, I want to go over the supplies that you're going to need. Now, if you haven't been to the blog post, there's homework already in there for y'all. So please go and check the blog post. In that post, I let you know what ingredients you'll need for this week and also what supplies you'll need to bake what we're baking this week, okay? Really quickly, here's a few things that you're going to need for this semester, okay? Measuring cups and measuring spoons. We can't do anything without it. You need it, absolutely. Mixing bowls. They don't have to be glass, but you need mixing bowls. You're going to need a good set of baking sheets, and if you don't have non-stick, you're going to need parchment paper, a whisk, a spatula, and an offset spatula. You don't need them for this week, but you're going to need them for later on in the semester. Majority of the recipes that we're going to go through, you can get by without using a stand mixer, but I would get a hand mixer just in case. Your hands will thank you later. That's all for class today. Be sure to check the blogs for the homework. We'll meet back here on Wednesday, same time, and we're going to dive into the science of baking. Have a great day, everyone.